Hey everyone, so today we're going to take a look at the Chicago Electric 9.6 volt cordless rotary tool kit from Harbor Freight. Alright, so I went up to the Home Depot first, and Dremel wanted like $100 for sort of the same tool here, and yeah, they're good tools, but I went to the Harbor Freight and I wanted to see what they had, and I found this Chicago Electric. So what you're going to get in this kit is a 9.6 volt battery. You're only going to get one, and then you get the battery charger, and we'll take a closer look at all this stuff, but you get the battery charger with that as well. You are going to get a lighted collet and a regular one. So those will come in the kit. And you also get the flexible wand, which really stood out to me. You will get the directions, and you will also get a hard case, which is pretty nice. You know, it's not the heaviest duty hard case, but it does an excellent job keeping it safe from the elements or keeping it clean, and you can actually lock it up like that. So yeah, I'm really excited about the hard case. The other thing you will get is a little case of bits. Now I will say that the only important thing in this entire case is the wrench right there. Everything else, I gotta be honest with you, they're not really good. So my suggestion would be, even with the sanding tips and everything else, just toss everything else but that wrench. And I'll show you some of the tips that I'm using, but these aren't really that great. Alright, so let's take a look at the tool itself. You're just going to start the battery. Oh, wrong way here, hold on. There you go, and it snaps in just like that. And the tool itself feels pretty heavy duty. You got variable speeds over here. It goes from 0 to 10. And it actually works very well. It doesn't self-adjust. You know, sometimes when you get these vibrating tools, you'll see that, you know, the adjustments want to adjust themselves, and that's not a problem with that. But, you know, different types of wood, different hardnesses, you can go at different speeds, so that's pretty nice. I usually keep mine around 3 or 4. And then once again, you get the lighting collet, the regular collet. The lighting one's pretty cool. You just screw that on. Now, I will say you have to be careful with the threads on this here. They are plastic, and sometimes I feel like they want to cross thread, but the light's actually pretty bright, and you just flip that little switch right there, so that's pretty cool. I like that, and I really don't use it all that much. This right here is your locking button, so you would push that in. You can use your wrench. I just really hand tighten it. That's all you need instead of the wrench right here, but you just take your bit and push it down in there like so. Now I will say, when you first get this tool, the bit is a little hard to put in there, but after a while, after you use it and adjust the bits a couple times and change them out, it gets a little bit easier. So now you can see I'm going to turn this on, and this one right here is a 106, and this is a Dremel bit, and I use a 105, 106 to do the carving on the stars, and I'll show you the flag at the end, but yeah, real easy. And then you just put the collet right on top and screw it in. Just be careful you don't cross thread. It's easy to do, it feels like, on this right here, so just make sure that's pretty tight. And you can see here it's all plastic, so just be careful with that. So right here is the battery charger, and I will say this thing feels extremely cheap. For some reason the battery doesn't want to just set right in the charger itself. You can see there's a lot of wiggle, so you have to make sure that down there where the light's at, it turns red, and this isn't plugged in, but you know, it's very chintzy, very light, and it doesn't shut off when it's done charging. It'll keep going, so you have to be careful with that, but just very cheap feeling. This too. So one of the main reasons why I bought this here was you got the flexible wand, and it's very simple to do. You just take this and put that in to the actual tool itself, and I'll show you how that works. And you can write with it like a pen, so that's very cool. Now if you were to buy a Dremel, you'd have to buy one of these separately for like 25 bucks. What I like about this is it actually comes in a kit, so all you're going to do is pull that out a little bit, and this right here is a little bit of a hassle, but you have to loosen this up, stick your bit in just like so, and this was also very tight when I first started using it, and then tighten it up just like that, and then just slide that back over. Alright, so now what you're going to do is take this end and insert it into the rotary tool itself. And once you insert that in there like that, there's a little stopper. Just tighten it down. That's all you got to do. And once you tighten that, you're going to take this screw-on piece here and just tighten it there. And you just got to be careful. Once again, it feels a little weird when you try to put it on. It's like it wants to cross thread, so just be careful with that. And now once you get that tightened up, you can just set this tool over on the side here and just use this right here like a pen. So it offers you a lot more control. And you know, Dremel wanted an extra $25 just for this. This comes with the kit, and this entire kit only costs $29. So this is a close-up picture of this thing in action, but I'm actually going to burn a piece of wood for you now, and I will show you how this actually works out. Alright, so let's burn this piece of wood here. And I also bought this torch at the Harbor Freight, and you know, I liked it a lot the first day, and then it just didn't work out very well for me, so I'm not even going to review it. So now we got this nice and torched up. Let's do a little outline of a star. Alright, so I just took a star pattern and I used a pencil and traced that out. So let's get the actual rotary tool going and we'll see how this carves out. Alright, so let's use the flexible wand or the pen. This is a 106 bit from Dremel. 105 is best for actually doing around the edges, but we're just going to go 106. And you can see here that it cuts very easily and it's very smooth, very quiet actually, and not a lot of vibration. Now I get about 45 minutes off of a fully charged battery. The only problem is that it takes about 3 hours, between 2.5 and 3 hours to get a full charge. And I'm not real happy about that because I can't really find another battery if I wanted to just swap them out. But anyway, you can see that this cuts really nice, and this is pine, so it's not a great wood here. You just got to make sure that you blow that dust off because you don't want to get that in your way. But it actually cuts out very nice, very smooth, very quiet, no vibration really at all. And I also read some comments where people reviewed saying that this thing got really hot, and I didn't have any problems with this thing getting hot at all. Alright, so just to show you real quick, there is the star that I carved out, and does a really nice job, and you can clean that up a little bit with some of the sanding bits. And right here is the finished product, and this is the first time I've ever made one of these wooden torched distressed flags. So you can see that the stars came out pretty well, and I just hit it with the torch up there as well, kind of darkened a few of them up, and yeah, you know, it worked out really well for me. Alright, so just real quick, the bits I told you that came with it, just toss them, they're not that good. You can go up to Lowe's, and I will show you the set right here. It was like $10 or $11. Home Depot didn't carry them. You get 11 bits. They're really nice. You get the 105 and the 106, and you can actually get some on Amazon as well. So I would do that. Just toss the other ones, and these are the ones from Amazon. So as far as it goes with the flexible pen, this is really why I bought this. You know, if you buy a Dremel, you're looking at $80 to $100 for the nicer one, and then you're going to have to pay another $25 just for the flexible wand. The battery itself, you know, it lasts okay, but it doesn't set very well in the actual charger. I think the charger is, I'm just going to be honest with you, I think it's junk. It's very cheap. I love the variable speeds. It's very easy to use, and it works well. And it doesn't self-adjust when there's vibration going on. So I'm really happy with that. And as far as it goes with the actual carrying case, that's just a plus. And everything only ran me about $29. So not too bad. So is this a professional set? No, absolutely not. But is it a good set for the money? Absolutely. I think if you're a DIYer around the house and you're getting into woodworking and carving and such, I think this does a really good job, and you get that flexible wand, which is really expensive if you buy, you know, a Dremel. You're paying more for the wand as you would for an entire kit here. So this is a great starting kit. I will give this a 4-star, not a 5, just because of some of the issues we talked about. But if you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and check us out at www.toolreviewzone.com, and we will be back with more videos soon.